Guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video we will fly with Condor Airlines from Frankfurt to Toronto in premium economy. Condor Airlines have the very recognizable planes with the zebra design or the barcode design. But we shouldn't call it like that, because the design should remind us of parasols and beach chairs. Right. The idea is that the design should bring us into a happy vacation mood. Well, keep watching to find out if Condor Airlines will succeed in that mission. I also share my experience with the SeatBoost app you can use to bid on upgrades, and I can already tell you that was a complete disaster. Welcome to the Frequent Business Traveler channel. We're starting the day in the LH989 from Amsterdam to Frankfurt. We have 3 hours in Frankfurt to get to our Condor plane, which should be enough even though Frankfurt is not the best airport to transfer. Some background on Condor Airlines. Next year Condor Airlines will celebrate their 70 years anniversary. It was founded in 1955 by Lufthansa and other German transport companies. Over time Lufthansa took over all shares, and by 1960 they were the full owner of Condor Airlines. Interesting fact, in 1971 they were one of the first charters using a 747. In 2000 Lufthansa started selling their shares to the Thomas Cook Group, who ultimately became the majority shareholder. However, Thomas Cook collapsed in 2019, and after that the parent owner of LOT, the Polish national airline, agreed to buy Condor Airlines in January 2020. Talking about bad timing, because that deal fell through a few months later when COVID crippled the whole airline industry. Condor was then saved by the German government, and in 2021 a tester, an asset management company, bought 51% of the shares. After that, in 2022, also the new livery was introduced. The German federal and local government still own 49% of the shares today. So, quite a turbulent past of Condor Airlines, and I'm really curious to find out what it's like flying with them to Toronto. Here we are at the Frankfurt airport, and we can already spot some Condor planes. Curious to see what color stripe our plane will have. I booked a premium economy ticket with Condor Airlines, but at the online check-in, which opened up 24 hours before departure, there was the opportunity to upgrade to business class. Prices started at €700, and I thought that was already pretty steep, so I tried another option, the SeatBoost app. This is an auction site Condor Airlines is using, where you can bid on a business class seat. The auction closes 1 hour before departure, so only then you know if you got the upgrade. Minimum bids for this flight started at €500, €200 cheaper than taking the seat upgrade during check-in. So I put in a bid of €520 and promised myself that that was also my maximum bid. Then, 2 hours before departure, I got outbid by €1. And then the auction game got to me, because I'm not losing my business class seat by €1, right? So I ignored my previously set maximum, and I also raised it with another €1. By now it was clear I was bidding against just one other person. But I had a cunning plan by putting in a bid only 10 seconds before the auction closed. And that resulted in the fact that the app stated that we now both had to put in our final last bid, and we had 2 minutes to do so. So I increased my last bid with another €25. I was now at a bid of more than €600, but I had good hopes. I now finally got my business class seat. Tension was rising, auction was closed, and then no winner, because the business class seats were gone already. So we were bidding on a business class seat that didn't even exist anymore. This was just shocking. All that excitement and emotion for nothing. Why doesn't Condor and SeatBoost make sure that there is one seat available if they use an auction? It's unacceptable. Anyway, the whole idea of the auction is not a good idea anyway, I think. You just get caught up in the auction game and bid more than you originally wanted. Well, at least I did. And you only know 1 hour before departure if you want the upgrade. So if you fancy an upgrade, just buy it at check-in when there's seats available, and please don't use this SeatBoost app. It's a waste of time and it's really frustrating. Anyway, let's make our way to the gate and see if our plane is already there. This is an interesting gate area. Seems we are in the dungeons of Frankfurt Airport. And we cannot really say our plane yet because we first need to take a bus. Let's go! And there she is, a new Airbus A330-900NEO with green stripes. And her 5 different colors Condor is using. Seat configuration is 242 for Premium Economy and Regular Economy, and there are 8 rows of Premium Economy. As you can see, when you want to reserve a seat before check-in, you will need to pay extra for every seat, and prices vary from 30 to 100 euro. For this flight I've seat 13G. Row 13? I thought Airlines didn't use row 13. Here we are, and the interior is a lot less colorful than the outside. But it doesn't mean it's boring and dull. In fact, I quite like it. The Premium Economy cabin uses exactly the same seats as the regular economy class cabin, but there is an adjustable footrest and the pitch is 35 inch instead of 30 inch. And 30 inch is really tight for a transatlantic flight, so these extra 5 inches are, I think, already worth to take the Premium Economy seat. And not only that, in economy class you won't get any extras, not even a blanket. So take that into account when you fly basic economy with Condor. Bring your own blanket. As stated, seat pitch is pretty good in Premium Economy, but the big surprise is the entertainment screen. This screen is really large and the resolution is very good. Also, the entertainment selection itself isn't bad. There's also a USB and USB-C outlet. Premium Economy passengers do get the blanket, a bottle of water and even a small amenity kit. Let's check out what's inside. And I really like the socks. I think it's brilliant how the Condor stripes are consistently applied like in the socks. There's also an eye mask and toothbrush and toothpaste. All pretty basic, but I do like it. The socks and eye mask with the Condor stripes are cool. A menu is provided with a choice of 2 entrees and I'm going for the Cajun chicken. Shortly after takeoff, a snack was served with a drink, and the choice was either Prosecco or orange juice. Roughly half an hour after that it was time for lunch and the Cajun chicken arrived, which wasn't that great, but there was also a roll with cheese, a cake and a meatball couscous salad, a combination I never saw before, and there's a good reason for that. Interesting or annoying is that the entertainment is sometimes interrupted by advertisement. Despite that, service throughout the flight is pretty good. Crew is very friendly and they regularly come by with water. Something I did want to purchase was the wireless. Unfortunately though, I was never able to connect to the system, so I wouldn't count on this feature. Normally I never do a restroom review, but I need to make an exception for this one, because I don't think I ever saw such a cramped small restroom on a wide-body plane. I could hardly stand up in this restroom. I already mentioned the house style of Condor made visible on the socks and the eye mask. But look at the navigation screen, where the little airplane even carries the green stripes from this plane. I love these little details and it does bring a smile to my face. Just before landing, a little pizza bread is handed out, which is nowadays the pre-arrival snack I see with most airlines in economy and premium economy, and there's nothing wrong with that. And while we're almost at our destination, it's time for a conclusion. What it's like flying with Condor Airlines in premium economy. But before I come to a conclusion, I need to note that this was the cheapest one-way premium economy ticket I could book to North America. and it was not far off being the overall cheapest one-way ticket, so my expectations were not too high, but the experience was actually pretty good. Even though the seats in Premium Economy are the regular economy class seats, they are not bad thanks to a brand new plane. The entertainment screen is big and crisp and there are USB charging options. Premium Economy comes with a very decent seat pitch and the food is not too bad. I would definitely go for the Premium Economy option with Condor though, since regular economy seats do have a relatively small pitch and miss essentials such as a blanket. Don't rely on the SeatBoost app to get you an upgrade. If you want the upgrade, get it during online check-in. Guys, during this trip I will also fly to Washington DC with Porter Airlines from the small city airport in Toronto. I will take the fast train in first class from Washington to New York, and last but not least I will fly back to Zurich with Swiss Airlines in business class. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. See you next time!